Hey guys, it's Matthew John here. Let me change. Guys, ignore that my phone's in Chinese. Okay, guys, it's Matthew John, and today I have problem 1 for the exam, and the problem is f prime of x for f of x equals root 3 minus 5x. Okay, so I'm using my new Samsung phone that I just got. Okay, so let's go. Ignore that the phone's in Chinese. I'm just learning Chinese, so I made phone in Chinese. So the problem that we had was f prime of, or actually f of x equals root 3 minus 5x. That's what we had. Do you guys remember the original formula for the derivative equation? To find the derivative, it's f of x plus h and then minus f of x all over, kind of sloppy, but h. So that's what we have for the original derivative. What I noticed then is that we can also, we're trying to find the f prime of x. So hopefully it's not confusing that I made it the same color, but I'm going to make it a different color. F prime of x, that's what we're trying to find. It's going to be the limit of h approaching 0. And then it's going to be root 3 minus 5 and then x plus h. Let me see if I can move this entire equation. Move it so hopefully that works. I can't see the f that well, but whatever. And then root 3 minus 5x. Okay. And then all over h. Guys, we set up our equation. So what did I do here? The first part, I just plugged in for the f of x. See, and then exactly here, you see how that x plus h, it's the same exact thing here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue find the equation. So it's going to be root 3 minus 5x plus h minus root 3 minus 5x, and then it's all over h. But then we're going to take this here, I'm going to circle it all so you can see. I'm going to take all this and we're going to multiply it by, it's kind of conjugate, I think that's the word, root 3 minus 5x plus h, but this time it's going to be plus. Close that, root 3 minus 5x, and close the parentheses. You see that? Okay. Okay. Make sure the parentheses are big enough for everything. Oh wait, I just keep writing more. Okay, so as you can see, and then the same thing on the bottom. 3 minus 5x plus h. The only thing annoying thing about this problem is just the writing, how much you have to write. 3 minus 5x. Okay. So, what did we achieve here, guys? What did we accomplish? The reason I did this is because I wanted to get rid of the radical. So after I do that, what did I get? It's going to be the radical removed. So it's just going to be equal 3 minus 5 x plus h, because the radical is removed, minus 3 minus 5x. Okay. All I did was just combine them together, multiply. And then for the bottom, we have the same exact thing. We still have the h. You see, we still have this h. So it's going to be h multiplied by that. It's going to be root 3 minus 5x plus h. That's so tiny. Plus root 3 minus 5x. Okay. I'm going to close that in parentheses. Let's keep going. And then what I could do is multiply it in, so it makes more sense. Like that. You see this? So I'm going to just make it a different color. 3 minus 5x minus 5h. You see that? Because we have a negative there. Minus 3 and it's plus now because we have a negative, not minus. 5x, still over the same thing. H of root 3 minus 5 and x plus h, boom, plus root 3 minus 5x. And then can't even close the parentheses, but I closed it. Okay. And then make sure you can see that. Close that parenthesis. Okay. What do I notice here? I noticed that we could cancel this out. This, because see, we have positive and negative 3, negative 5, and positive 5. What does that leave us with? What do you guys think? Well, I can rewrite it now as, let me make it again purple. That was a cool looking color. We had minus 5h all over h root 3 minus 5x plus h plus root 3 minus 5x, and then close the parentheses. Then what I notice here, we cancel out the h's. See that? Now what were you left with? Now I just kind of lazy to write it, but we should be writing lim, like the limit of h approaching 0. And then it's gonna, we have the negative 5, and we still have this now, the root 3, or I don't even need the parentheses anymore. I could just write it like this. It still makes sense. 3 minus 5 x plus h. Okay. Actually, man. Okay, make sure it's all like that. Plus root 3 minus 5x. Okay. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. Okay, what do I notice here, guys? We could just plug in. See, we had h is the limit of h approaching 0. Well, if we just plug in 0, look, for that and for this, what do we get? You see, now it's just that's gonna be a 0. So we're just gonna be left with negative 5 over, and we have 2 of those. It's gonna be just the root 3 minus 5x. You see, because when you plug in a 0, it's just gonna be 3 minus 5x, and then we have another 3 minus 5x. So we're just plugging in for the h. So our final answer is f prime of x equals -5 over 2 root 3 minus 5x. Okay, so that's our final answer, guys. Make sure that you can see it's over all of that. So this is it, and I'm gonna box it in. You guys know. Boom. Okay, and that's Math with John. You guys have a good day.